Hey guys, I want to talk about the spy drones here in Rage 2, and it pains me to say this, that unfortunately I'm not going to be that much help to you. I'm going to try to guide you, but here's the deal, and you'll understand why in just a moment I'm not going to be much help. I just shot at one of the spy drones. Now, it's a little drone, and it has a blue antenna on it, and then when you aim at it, it turns red, and it'll immediately start to fly away. If it does do that, if you find a drone and it flies away, immediately reload your most recent autosave and you can try again. You don't want to have to go try to find it again. I'm going to try to find it now. It's just not going to work. So it makes it a little difficult to tell you where all the drones are at, because it's not hard during the heat of battle of me actually looking at one of these drones and having it fly away without me even knowing it was there. That happened to me in about 5 instances. Now, that's not even the worst part of this. The worst part is the starting locations for all the drones is randomized. Yeah, it's random. So I can't just tell you where I got all my drones because it may not be there for you. I discovered this pre-launch when I was talking to a couple people, and I'm going to reload my autosave here in just a moment to go get that one. I'm going to have to actually go 2 back because I flew to a different location. But it's pre-launch, I was talking to a couple people and we were sharing intel about possible locations, and I would tell them, you know, I found one here, go check this out, and they'd get there and there was no drone there. Well, the initial thinking is that maybe during combat that it flew away without them knowing, or maybe they had already destroyed that drone. Then they'd give me a location, and I actually went to a location I hadn't even been to before. I hadn't discovered it, and then looked and looked, and there was no drone. So after I completed the game, after I beat the game, I had to start a new game because one of my trophies glitched, the one for killing 7 crushers. If that happens to you, just start a new game, kill one of the crushers, and you'll get the trophy. So I went to the first 5 locations, the 5 closest locations to the start of the game, and the drone was at only one of them. So it's completely random where they're going to be in your game. In this video, what you're watching here is what was going to be my collectible guide. I was taking notes and recording clips of every location, thinking I could just make a guide for you. And it saddens me to say that, unfortunately, this is not going to be that helpful to most people. And it really breaks my heart because I really cherish and love being able to help people earn trophies. That's just what I'm really passionate about. Unfortunately, there's really nothing I can tell you other than I'm going to give you some tips. When you're close to a drone, listen for it. Get very familiar with the sound it emits. It's kind of got a specific buzz to it. If you got headphones on, it'll be even easier. Listen for them because you'll hear them, but you still have to be relatively close, unfortunately. Secondly, there's a project skill you can purchase to track drones with the signal strength meter. The signal strength is the little thing you'll see underneath my compass up the top of the screen. The closer you are, the more full that signal strength meter gets. Unfortunately, you have to unlock the container signal strength and the data pad signal strength tracking before you can unlock the drone. So you don't know which one of those 3 items it's tracking. You can also unlock a tracker for Feltrite and the arc chest. I don't recommend you get those because it'll make reduce the number of false positives you have with your signal strength tracker. Because some of them are going to be above you. You're not going to be able to hear it from the ground, as you can see with this one here. And it's so sad. This was going to be such a nice collectibles guide for you guys. Hopefully one day someone's going to take all my locations and plot them in a map and take other people's locations and kind of combine them into one complete map of possible locations. I don't unfortunately have several weeks of time to replay the game over and over to keep track and mark down every possible location. So hopefully this, what was going to be my collectibles guide, I guess it technically is my own personal one, hopefully someone can take this data, put it to use, and kind of start marking off all the possible locations. Now, there are 34 drones, at least 34, based on log numbers I found. Every time you shoot a drone, you'll see there's a log number that pops up in the bottom corner. That'll kind of indicates to me that there are going to be a few extras. And thankfully, because if you had to get every single one, 100% of the spy drones, it would take an astronomical amount of time to get that last one. But since there's a buffer of 4 additional ones, you're 4 times more likely to find that hardest one, which is always the final one. So yeah, that's basically all I can tell you. Just it's very important that when you see a drone fly away and you don't kill it, like I'm not going to do right here, reload your autosave. This is actually probably my first drone that I actually technically found, and it didn't cross my mind to reload my autosave at that point. Very critical you reload your autosave. Each time you reload an autosave, you're going to save potentially 1 or 2 hours on your platinum time. So I'm going to just let you guys kind of watch the rest of this video. I wish there was something more I can do. Unfortunately, I can't. Just listen to it, buy the tracker. When I got the tracker, what I basically had to do was clear everything. I had to get all the data pads and all the containers, supply containers. That way, if I saw anything on my signal strength tracker, it had to have been a drone. Because I didn't have the arc tracking and the felt right tracking, I knew that if I saw something on my signal meter, if I'd collected all of the chests and the data pods, then it was going to be a drone. And I was at that point just looking for it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I wish I had better news for you. But if you enjoyed the video, which I'm sure you're not going to, but if you like me, hit that like button. I'd appreciate it. And of course, subscribe.
Blasted a drone out of the sky. It's like authority technology.
Ah, good.
Destination reached.
the logs.